I never owned a watch until I was 30. Strangely, I think the first year where I sensed getting older. And I know the cliche of collecting time or buying time, it's pretty stupid, but I think there's some reason to it. The way I've kind of distributed them is I put the LEDs here, and then I basically put my focus on Swiss digital, you know, the actual mechanical digital watches that were trying to compete with the LEDs. And some of the designs of those are my absolute favorites. This is a Hamilton Electric. This one is the Vega. It was designed by Richard Arbib. He's one of my few watches from the 50s. But I think, and it's also the very first battery-powered watch. You know, and there just weren't battery-powered watches in the 50s. This is a book about the Hamilton Electric. It's a very like subculture of wristwatch collectors. There's only really one person in the whole world who can even fix them. Rene Rondeau in California. He wrote this book actually, but they're some of the most beautiful watches. I find this watch really interesting because Stanley Kubrick hired Hamilton to create a watch for 2001, Space Odyssey. And although it looks nothing like this, at the same time, they put out the Hamilton Odyssey 2001. And it was their attempt at something very futuristic. It's 1968. It's kind of asymmetric. If anyone collects these, this is the one you can't find. Yeah, these are some of the very first LCD watches. You know, this was the first stages of that type of liquid crystal display that is pretty much everywhere now. When I first started selling, and still to this day, a majority of my customers are from the UK. Someday I want to build a real shrine to the watches, but for now it's my website where I'm able to have all the really good photos of everything I've ever sold or am selling. I think I've collected all I could collect of the era. You know, I've recycled it. You know, there's a lot of models I want to go back and get that I've sold. But I'm just really more interested in using all I've done in collecting to produce my own.